up, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It is September 6th, Wednesday, 2023. I am Jetthro, here for another night dive. What is a night dive, you might ask? It is a nightly journal entry in which I document my brain, dive into my brain, put on some scuba gear, dive in there, see what happens. I got this Elvis thing going on. I cut my hair and shortened it up. But yes, I am in day 52 of a 100-day challenge. Where I'm just doing this. I think if I was not doing this challenge, in fact, I know if I wasn't doing this challenge, I would not be at day 52. So the live streaming is holding me accountable. I'm loving it. Almost every day that I do this leading up to this, I don't want to do it. Every time I finish, I'm like, man, I'm glad I did that. So it's a mixed bag. But we're here, day 52. Today is all about perseverance. My God. It was a tough day today. I will dive into it in a second, but before I do, I'm going to do some gratitude. Is anyone in the chat? The chat is disconnected. Oh, reconnected. What's up? Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, we're in the chat. If you want to chat it up, say what's up. But otherwise, I'm going to get into my flow, my format here. So gratitude. Gratitude. I've been harping on this the last couple days. I'm just grateful to be here. I know it's cliche, I know it's stupid, but I'm really just grateful that I'm pushing through and I've got a job that they're willing to throw appointments at me and work with me to help me improve and get better, because I genuinely want to be better at selling, and they are open to helping me, and so I'm grateful to that. My mantra for the day, my mantra in general, shit is difficult. It's fucking hard. It's hard to do anything consistently. It's hard to practice. It's hard to, even if it's something I want, like showing up every day to work and practicing and rehearsing and then doing it and rinse and repeat. Like, it's hard. It's hard. And it's not even that. It's like, these are hard. I get to talk on here. I get to say whatever I want to say for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, for as long as I want. And it still is hard to do. It's still hard. So I'm just convinced that discipline and consistency and, commitment, it's one of the hardest things you can do as a human. So, anywho, let's talk about my day. We'll try to be quick. Like I said, it's 11:30 p.m., so I want to get to bed, but hang on one second. let's talk about my day. Perseverance. What does that mean for today? What does that do for today? So I scheduled an appointment. I knocked on someone's door and I scheduled him. And he was real nice, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'll hear you out. It's fine. I'll hear you out." And I went back and I sat with him for like 45 minutes, and I explained all the details of like the ins and outs of why people are doing solar. Like, I explained all that shit. And at the end of it, I was like, "Okay, you want to see some numbers?" And he was like, nah, I'm okay. I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Like, really? You don't even want to see the numbers? Like, you're fine renting? Anyway, like, we went back and forth. But I don't know, I could have persevered, on my end, and like, I could have pushed hard. I could have like dug deeper. I could have asked more questions. I could have done a number of things. I just don't like know what to do sometimes when someone like tells me like, "No, I'm fine." Like, that's a surface level response. Like, it really, like, the real problem that they have is here. And they just say, "No, I'm fine." And I kind of, for the most part, I just shut down. And I don't like ask questions, or like, I don't try to figure out. I don't persevere and try to get down to what the actual problem is. And like, if it helps them or not, it doesn't matter. I just want to know what the problem is that they're experiencing. It's like almost therapy. Like, I want to be a therapist, but it's a problem that they think they don't have. They think they don't have the utility bill to people is not a problem, but it is a problem, and solar is a solution. But I'm going off on a tangent. I sat with this guy. He didn't want to see any numbers or anything, and it was like, okay, that's weird. That's fine. Whatever. I'll move on to the next one. Doesn't matter. So, I'm going to fast forward to my day, like towards the end, because I sat with these people at like 6 o'clock. I sat with these people, and super nice people. They let me in, no problems. They're like, "Yeah, come on in. We're expecting you." We sat with someone last year. It took like 2 hours. He was all over the place. Nothing was clear. I didn't understand how it worked. And by the end, it was like $30,000, and we were just like, "No, that's okay. We're fine." And I was like, "Okay, well, this is gonna take like 4 hours. It's probably gonna be like $100,000, and I'm gonna be in and out of your house." And they laughed. So I made good friends with these guys pretty quick. I made them laugh kind of throughout. I built good rapport. I like made friends with them real quickly. They were cool people. And I explained the program. I explained how it works. And the guy, like, when he was when he started, he was standing with his arms folded. And me and the wife were like sitting at the table. And he was like leaning against the wall, and like 5 minutes in, he was like he was sitting down. He was like engaged. He's like looking, and like, we're back and forth. It was awesome, right? Like, we're making eye contact and like engaging. It was awesome. So I'm doing that whole thing. I set it up so perfectly. This is what makes me mad and wanting to persevere, because I set it up so perfectly, and then they use so much power, so they had to get a lot of panels to offset their usage perfectly. So I even brought the system size down, and it was still $75,000. And for them, that was a lot. For most people, that's a lot, and they reacted appropriately. And they reacted how I thought they were going to react, which is, man, fucking, that's a lot of money. And this is where I could have persevered, is just sitting there and just asking them questions about it in general. And my problem is, like, as a salesman, like, that is your job, right? That is where your job actually starts. Is like showing the numbers and working through a problem. The problem is always people have to think about it, or always it's too expensive. Always one of those two. And I just like, I mean, I kind of hung in there a little bit, but man, I could have persevered and thought of different things to present to them. Like, I got in my car and was like, why didn't I show them a smaller system size? Like a 50% system size. So that their system was more in the price range of what they're looking for. Maybe it's not offsetting what they're wanting, but like, just fucking dig into it, dude. Just dig in and ask questions. Like, don't fucking roll over and just, okay, well, fucking see you later. But that's eventually what happened. It was just like, well, I mean, this is a system cost. Sorry, I can't really do anything. It's like, fuck, dude, I got my car. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What the you didn't even fucking try, bro. Like, I did, yes, but I'm so mad because I set it up so perfectly. I'm so mad because it was a good setup, a really good setup, and then I fucking fumbled it. So I'm mad because the first thing that happens in my brain when someone's like, nah, I got to think about this. The first thing that happens in my brain is just to agree. It's just like, okay, yeah, that's no problem. And then I kind of just want to like give up. Like, because I don't know where else to go. I don't know like what else to do or say, like, really. I kind of don't know how I got that one guy on Saturday, that dude I closed, and we're getting panels on his roof. I mean, I did just sit there and just like ask questions and do it, but I don't know, like the fear part of my brain had completely shut off, and so I just was able to like sit there with him and just walk through it. But I don't know. I'm second guessing everything, and like I just want like some guidance. These guys are gonna help me, yeah. But I know what the answer is for me, and it's perseverance. It's just sticking through it, because it's hard on both parties. Like, it's hard for someone on the other end of the table to see $75,000 they're going to have to invest if you didn't set it up right. Even if you did set it up right, that still is a tough pill to swallow for some people, for probably most people. Like an average person who knows nothing about solar, that's a lot. But like for me, I know that if I had a house, if it was my own house, I would get solar, because I know how much I would be paying Dominion otherwise, and I don't want to be doing that. But I've been in solar for a long time, so I know how it works. These people don't know how solar works. They don't understand, and I don't blame them. They don't understand. So it's hard on them to see, like, all you see is like, oh fuck, it's $75,000 I have to invest. Fuck. Even with the incentives, it still is like, oh god, I gotta take a loan out for $75,000. And on my end, it's hard because like these people are in a stressful mindset. Like their anxiety peaks, like their fear peaks, like all those negative emotions peak if you don't do it right. If you don't set it up like fully, I think. Because like the managers here have said that like we don't really get, like, you got to think about it. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I've set shit up pretty well a couple of times and I'm still getting it. Even the guy that sold, even the guy that's, getting panels, he was still like, I don't know, man. I got to crunch these now. I got to talk to my parents. I got to talk to my friend. He's a math guy. Like, he said those things. And I don't know. I just like, I remember asking, like, is it because of how much debt you have? Because I knew he had a lot of debt. And he was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, well, you can use this money to, like, pay off your debt. Like, I had an answer for his problem because I knew that's what it was, but even still, like, he was engaged the whole time too, and he still was like, man, I got to think about it. Every single person I've encountered has said I got to think about it in some capacity. Either I've got to think about it, or I'm not interested anymore. Or like I got to think about it, or it's too expensive, is what I've come across. And again, persevering and like pushing past that part of it, because, like, they're in a stressful mindset. They're in a mindset of, fuck, dude, that's a lot of money I got to take out. Like, staying calm and persevering and pushing through it and asking questions and, like, guiding them along the process is where my job starts. That's where my job actually starts, I think. And so, like, in everyday life, though, that's the thing. Like, I could be in a situation with my wife where we're, like, disagreeing on something, and it's different because my wife and I have, like, this agreement that, like, no matter what we say to each other, we're going to be with each other, right? I don't have to be with these strangers. These strangers don't have to be with me. They can kick me out of their house at any point, and I'll never see them again, right? But the idea of perseverance is still the same. It still is, like, you gotta, like, when shit gets hard and, like, a decision has to be made that people are disagreeing on completely, you still have to fucking sit there and figure it out until something comes to fruition. Like, you have to. It's better to do it than not. Like, there's no maybes in a lot of things. And especially in my profession now, like, I can't get a maybe. It's like, dude, like, tell me no right now, you're not doing this, or yes, you are doing this. Like, tell me no, let me build a different system size. You can tell me no. Can you do cash? No. Can you do fucking, I don't know, can I give you $2,000 right now? No. Okay, well, fucking checked off the boxes. Like, that is exactly what I fucking needed. I gotta write that down. Fuck, I don't have a pen. This is why I do this. This is exactly why I do this. Because it gives me clarity. It helps me reflect. Yeah, this is why I do this. I'm gonna have to find a pen later. I can do it later. Because I need a checklist of questions that for my work, for my professional work life, I need a list of questions that, like, I need to be checking off as I'm going down, like, in that situation with those people. Like, can you do this system? No? Okay. Check. How come? Well, wait. How come you can't do this system? Oh, because it's $75,000. Okay. Is paying Dominion? You're still okay paying Dominion over the next 10 years? $36,000? $50,000? Okay, fine. Check. Can you pay, can we do a smaller system? And we just offset a little bit? Check. Can you do cash? It's going to be cheaper? Check. Like, that's what I need. That's what I need to, like, have. And then just persevere. Again, that's the thing I'm trying to hammer in, is just like persevere and actually like ask. Because it's one thing to now have that list of like things I can do and questions I can ask and like ways to solve any kind of problems. But doing them is hard. Doing them is hard, and persevering through all that is hard. And it's the same thing with personal life. Like, if you got shit that, like, I know I'm saying this again, but like, if you have something in your personal life that like you and someone that you care about are completely disagreeing on, you like, if you want to figure it out and be friends or fucking whatever with them, then you got to figure it out at some point. You can't just, I mean, you can let it get buried, but like, it just ends up being worse. It just ends up being worse. So that's a takeaway. That's a takeaway. Perseverance. I am feeling it pretty hard right now. I want to get into another appointment. See? This happens every night. Now my brain is like, dude, yeah, you've said what you needed to say. So let's start yawning. Let's go to bed. I'm going to sell some fucking solar. I'm going to sell a lot of it. Because why? I'm going to fucking persevere. I'm actually really loving this job, I got to say. I do a lot of driving. I drive from fucking... I do a lot of fucking driving. Ugh. It's a pain in the ass, I'll be honest. I need to get an electric car. I'm gonna do this. See, here we go. I'm done. This is my last point, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this up through March. The winter is gonna suck. I gotta persevere through that. But once I get to March, I got a fucking goal of like getting an electric car. A Tesla, maybe not, but something that holds a lot of charge. We're gonna get a house. We're gonna get an electric car. We're gonna fucking get shit moving quick, because I'm gonna sell a lot of solar. So anyway, that's my brain today. It was a good day. It was a tough day, but it was a good day. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Be safe. Let's see. Anyone here? No, okay. Yeah. Be safe. Hug your friends and family. I don't fucking know. Say hi to them. Whatever. But good night. I love you guys. Namaste.